This podcast is intended for entertainment purposes, and while we strive for a respectful and inclusive environment, we acknowledge that certain topics discussed may be sensitive or offensive to some listeners. The views expressed by hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the podcast or its sponsors. Please exercise discretion, skip or pause any distressing parts, and we appreciate your understanding and open-mindedness as we encourage conversations rather than cancellations. Take that woke elsewhere. Thank you.
It's about to move in. Bust your mouth.
What?
Whoa, what the fuck?
Bust your mouth.
Yo.
Bust your mouth, not
This
bust.
is going to be a 1 minute pod.
Yo, I said bust your mouth, not bust in your mouth.
Yeah, that's
Motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Yo,
yeah.
pause, yo. Okay, Dwight
The
Howard.
fuck?
Okay.
You're calling me Dwight Howard.
You're Dwight Howard, bro.
Holy.
Fuck.
Syntax Podcast.
Haven't tried it.
Crazy. All right, what the fuck we talking about? Week pod today.
Week pod today. Maybe another one short one. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It could. Yo, sometimes the week pods turn into good pods.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see where we end up.
Oh, my birthday was the other day.
Yeah, happy birthday, happy belated.
Belated.
Yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
you guys, whatever.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
belated birthday was yesterday, but for you it was last week or whatever. Whenever this comes out, chill birthday. I'm now fucking 30 officially.
Woo! Yeah, let's talk about that.
It feels just as depressing,
Yeah,
just as bleak,
yeah.
just as soul sucking as the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So
It's
good.
it's like everything that you felt in the pandemic, and you're like, shit, are we getting out of this? Then you turn 30 and you're like, oh fuck, it's never ending. It's never
This
ending.
is it.
Yeah.
This is
This is it.
Yep. I still feel like I'm 28.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Why that
mentally.
number?
That's just how I feel.
True.
I just feel 28.
You don't feel 30.
Yeah.
I don't feel 30. Yeah. I don't feel whatever 30 is supposed to feel like. It doesn't. I don't feel that.
You know, 30 in my mind, like 10 years ago and 5 years ago, and like when I was a kid, was you have a kid, you have a
Adulthood.
family.
Yeah. You have a family. Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time in history, and I don't know what kids. I'm pretty sure kids think the same thing as to like what you're gonna be when you're 30. But you know, like there's that level age when you're a kid, and you think like everybody, like somebody 3 years older than you is an adult. You know, like people in high school are adults.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I've experienced that.
but then there's that age, I guess, like middle school-ish, where you're like, okay, no, like when you're in your 20s, you're still like young, but by the time you're 30, like you're an adult, like you're on your way, like.
Yeah.
But I feel like our generation is the first to be, because we can't afford houses and we can't afford fucking families and shit. This is actually really the first time where you know, and plus the pandemic too.
We don't have those. Yeah, we did lose a few years there. Like we don't at this age, we don't have all the things that like society told us that we would have,
Yeah.
like the house and
I know people were saying like, you know, the worst time to have been in the pandemic was like high school, if you were in high school.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it was fucked up for everybody. I think it was
anyone
at
in their
least fucked up
20s.
for people like after their 40s, maybe, you know.
Yeah, that
people
was
who have
whatever.
their lives settled, and then like kids who are too young.
As long as you didn't lose your job.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah,
were-
exactly.
And you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
super fucked.
Facts.
But if you managed to keep your job, if you're one of the lucky ones,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're even, I would say even over 35, 30,
Yeah.
like you're fine. Like it's just like a couple extra years, like
Like those
we're
extra years would have been what we had to kind of settle ourselves in.
like
But who-
20s
you know,
is
who
like
knows?
a snap, you
Yeah.
know, like, and it's done in your life, and it's like of all the years of your life, I feel 20s. I feel like the most development happens.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of like supposed to be the building blocks for the later parts of your life. You know, I would count 30s as well, but 20s for sure.
Yeah.
Now it's 20s and 30s. I think
Yeah.
the previous
Yeah,
generation
it was 20s.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of become mid 20s to mid 30s
Yeah,
now
exactly,
seems
yeah.
to be the more accurate
Yeah.
kind of thing, because like early 20s, man, no one's doing shit.
Yeah. I was chilling.
Like very few, the smart kids are doing shit.
Yeah.
But very few, I feel like
Yeah, the
very
ones
few
who got
people,
bullied.
Yeah. Fucking
very
losers.
very few.
They
young-
had nothing to do.
Very
That's
few
why.
young adults at that age are mature enough or smart enough to kick shit into gear that early. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just that perspective of being kids and then thinking, oh, certain ages are supposed to be doing certain things. I remember I was watching a Your Rage stream like maybe 2-3 years ago, and some guy sent in a donation. He's like, "Yo, I'm probably like your oldest fan. I'm like 43. I watch your streams. Think you're sick. Just want to shout out the community. Da 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 da." Right. So then Your Rage is like, "Yo, that guy's old, but like, how old is everybody in the chat? What's popping?" So I just throw in my age. Why are these guys fucking? I was 27 at the time.
Yeah.
Tai Ting.
Tai Ting's calling Ian.
Tai Ting, yo. I'm
So
supposed to tell her when the podcast starts so she don't call me.
oh my
but I forgot.
God. See, this is you got to set these rules in place
I know,
'cause
bro.
early, man.
I know, bro.
We'll get to that later. Though. We'll get to that later.
Started.
This fucking guy.
Motherfucker. Why is she up, bro?
Exactly.
She just
Yeah, what time is it?
She
bro?
went to bed at
Like 8?
like a 10. It's like 10 a.m.
Was
there.
it 12 hours? 10,
11.
11.
It's like
11.
10 a.m. there, but like she went to bed. She was partying all night. She went to bed at like 4 a.m. How is she up already at 10 a.m., bro?
She's out here acting wild. She's making sure you're not cheating.
7 hours.
But he is. I'm just joking.
Whoa.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, cut that.
Hey, cut that.
Cut that.
Yeah, I'll be the decider. But yeah, I'm watching the stream and he said, "Yeah, everybody put their age and shit." So I put down 27. Some of my mans, they reply to my shit specifically. They're like, "Yo, go start a family, bitch." I was like, "Yo, you don't even know what this life is like anymore, bro. It's fucking crazy."
How old were they? Like 19, 20?
They're probably like, early 20s, 19. Shit like that. So it's
See,
just
that's
funny.
what I mean. Like those kids, they don't.
That's
understand-
offensive, bro.
They don't
Yeah.
understand.
22-year-olds
like, we
calling.
got fucked, bro. Like,
Bro, a 22-year-old's calling a 27-year-old old. Yo, get the fuck out of here. yo.
Yeah, man, they're
It's
going
not
in.
old, bro.
And the other thing too is like if we were in the I think we talked about it. If we were in the pandemic during high school or even like college, we would have been
it's Thailand.
We would have been fucking gamers.
Yeah.
We would have been
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twitch
exactly.
streamers,
Yeah.
some competitive something. Like we would have been in that world. But now like we were too old for it, and now
Yeah.
we lost that chance,
Yeah.
and we didn't have all that time to get into it. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, man, 30s alright. It feels regular. I feel like I have to make some. It feels like I don't know if I'm actually going to, or if it feels like decisions need to be made in life, and some tough ones at that. But I don't know. We'll see. I feel like if I'll be honest here on the pod. I have to look at a few things. I have to look at my work. I need to look at my relationship. I need to look at the person that I am and the person that I want to become.
yeah,
I need to cut out certain things. But hey, I've been saying that for a while.
yeah.
Cut out what?
Huh?
You cutting out what?
Cutting out something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I got to cut something off. I got to, how we sometimes talk about having that rock bottom moment, or that moment that kind of pushes you into higher gear because
Yeah.
you kind of realize reality is a thing.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm having that. I've had that for the longest.
Yeah.
I've just never had that moment where it clicked, And I feel like it doesn't necessarily just need to happen. Maybe sometimes you need to do it yourself. You get me? You kind of just gotta start.
Yeah, you don't want to,
brand new.
because I think those moments happen when it's something dire, like there's some sort of whatever, like
A death or-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel, it's always something, or you on the opposite, like you have a kid or something,
Yeah.
right? So it's
Yeah.
like it's always one of those very extreme things, and it would be nice to have to make the decision for yourself. But I feel like that's kind of where I've been to for since I've been 30, but also through the pandemic too, and I think the problem with that is you don't want to have to make the choice to
Exactly.
settle for something.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody does.
It ends up doing
And I
it,
feel
yeah.
like everybody either makes that decision when they're 20, like they're the ones who get ahead of it and they're just okay with it, or you got to do it after you've done all this stuff and you're like, okay, no, I'm cool with settling, right? And there's no other that it's not exactly settling. Sometimes it's you're doing something for other people. It's not just like
Right.
it's not like you have any other choices sometimes when you take a step back and look at it, right? But it definitely feels like you're cutting out the possibilities for things to happen.
Yeah. It's tough. I wanna be in a position where I'm happy.
Yeah.
Not happy?
I'm chilling. I haven't been happy in years. Like,
Yeah.
I've
I was
been.
thinking about that the other day too.
You know?
Like I don't know the last time that I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like up, like
Yeah, like like
top of the world.
ah!
when's the last time you got out of bed and you're like, like,
Yeah, let's get it.
let's get this day.
Let's
you
get
know?
this
Yo.
day, bitch.
Sometimes I like that. I have those days.
Yeah.
You see,
There, there's those one out. Yeah,
It's like,
something
I'm
cool
like,
is
I'm going to
happening
work,
that
bro.
day or whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
Like a week or like
Yeah.
a month where you're like, yo, let's go.
let's
you know?
get it.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
like my work, so I have those days at work sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, today's
That's
gonna be
cute.
fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
that's cute.
Hop in my truck. I'm like, like it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun sometimes. I don't know, like stupid
I
shit I
feel
do.
you. I feel you.
Work's kind of fun for me.
For me, it's like, yeah, I'm just looking at a lot of the things that I have, a
Yeah.
lot of things that I want, and I'm like, okay, how can I do some of these things? For example, traveling more, Thailand, da 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 da,
Thailand.
Vietnam, wherever.
Okay, the traveling thing, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro. We got to do it.
We got to do it.
I told myself I'm trying to travel as much as I can until I'm 30.
Exactly. You're not even 30 yet.
Before I'm 30.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm kicking it into high gear.
Ian has the time
The
right
last
now.
few years, bro,
Yeah.
to just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bang it out.
Exactly.
I'll travel in my 30s too, but I just wanted to be like, I'm almost 30. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's
Yeah.
bang out a bunch of places I want to go to by the time I'm 30. So
Yeah.
that's what.
And that was originally my plan too, and then
the years. Well, when you were my age, it was
the world was
COVID.
lock
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
yeah. I know.
So yeah, it's just I'm just looking at certain things. There's certain things that I want to do, and it's like I just don't know how to prioritize those things, and I know there's certain things that I have to cut off or prioritize differently, and it's just hard to decide which ones to do.
yeah.
Because there's no real right answer.
There's no real right answer, and I don't want to do anything I regret.
Yeah.
For a moment, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But you
But-
have to have those thoughts. Like, you
Yeah,
have to-
these are some of the thoughts that go on in my mind.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice shot. These are some of the thoughts that go on in my mind sometimes, just because I'm all day I'm just thinking about how can I maneuver.
Yeah.
You know, how can I maneuver? How can I become the person that I want to be? How can I do the things that I want to do? And what are some of the things that are, again, stopping me
Yeah.
from doing that? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. A lot of thoughts are running through my mind, especially at this age. But I'm chilling. I'm cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to drag out.
And that's the problem too. It's hard to when there isn't that thing, when there isn't that like
Yeah.
death, or there isn't that I'm sick, or I got
Exactly.
something, or you can't. It's hard for you to be like, and even like if you're not like clinically diagnosed as depressed or have something, it's hard for you to just be like, yo, I'm kind of in a slump right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just feeling down, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And that's been me for like at least the last 10 years. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so it's just like,
yeah.
Really?
yeah, bro. I've been depressed for years, bro.
I know that.
For years upon years. And it's like, yeah, you have a good day, a good month, a good year.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
And the other thing is, you know that everybody else is like that too, and there's
Exactly.
it's either they're pretending or they're honest, but it's just like everybody's just kind of like, yeah, you know, that's life.
Yeah.
Like, you look at other people and they settled into things, and not that they had less options than you, but they kind of only had a little bit to work with. It's not like they could do everything. Whereas for like what we did, you know, like we didn't really cut off our options, our dreams, so to speak, or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
People were you kind of go after this thing where it's like, you know, this is my best chance of securing money and
Yeah.
a safe kind of future, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I never saw those things. And sometimes I'm resentful of people who had those opportunities, because it's like, I don't want to be cold emailing people and having to put on this fake thing to do an interview. It feels like you're too old to do that now in a way, right? But other people kind of just get this like little connection in, and that's their life, and it's secure because of nepotism or whatever. Just like it's something that they grew up with, and it's like, this is easy for me. I was thinking about that, whereas like, you know, growing up, we didn't really have any. There's nothing like in career cruising or whatever that thing is called,
Yeah,
you know, where it's like, yeah, this is what I should do because it's the most natural to me, or it's the most, you know, where I'm most comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
Don't really have anything like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. you know, it's the same thing we talk about all the time on the pod here. Just figuring out life.
Yeah.
Figure out life, figuring out yourself, figuring out what you want to do and shit like that. And I think that's just part of just growing up. And yeah, everything's fine though. Realistically, everything's cool.
Everything's fine, yeah.
Yeah,
everything's
you know,
fine.
the thing that's annoying is when you're like, oh,
Pay
well,
my
you know, all my
bills.
family's in good
I got a
health
place.
and all this shit. It's like, it's,
And you're not happy.
yeah, exactly. You know, like,
Yeah, I can pay my bills. I was thinking about it the other day too. I was just like, I think it was on my birthday, or was it the Sunday or something like that. I just came home, and oh no, yeah, it was. What night was it? I think it was Sunday night because I went to my boy's baby shower.
Yeah.
And I dropped my friend off home and everything like that, and then I was just on the road. I took the long way home, and then I was like getting hungry, and I'm like, let me grab some food. So I stopped by the Fry.
Again.
Yeah, bro, I had to stop by the Fry.
Loves that place.
The Fry is the best. So I picked some wings and some fries and shit like that, and went home. And as I was going up the elevator, I was like, yo, life is actually all right. Like,
yeah, it's always the little things.
it's
Yeah.
just, I'm like, yo, look at me. I'm here with my fucking wings. You know what I mean? I just drove around tonight. You know, went to this baby shower for my boy. I live in this nice building. I got my dog upstairs waiting to fucking bark at me once I walk inside.
Yeah.
I'm like, things are good, man.
Yeah.
Things are good. But this doesn't feel like enough.
But
all
we're
the time.
hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
hungry,
yeah,
yo.
yeah,
We want
exactly.
more, bro.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what it is.
Maybe we're chasing a false dream.
Yeah, just give up on everything. and
Maybe
just-
we're chasing a false dream, guys.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Maybe we're destined to be average.
You know,
people.
the
And
thing,
that's
the
fine.
thing that I
Maybe
think about the
we're
most
destined to
is
be average.
like, I got into music because it was generally something where I'm like, I love this shit. You know, like I actually,
yeah.
if I didn't get paid, I would do this all day. And then when you do that for years, you're like, I would not fucking do this without getting paid. And it's
Yeah.
and the thing about music, art is it's not something that's supposed to be fucking by your.
Yeah.
Hoarded up on your hard drives by yourself, trying
Yeah.
to
It's
figure
supposed
out,
to be out
how
there.
to get it out.
Yeah.
I can't just fucking make an Instagram post and that feels like it's enough. You know, like
Yeah.
it's you get to that point where you're like, what should I have picked something to make? Because nothing feels good when there's a transaction involved. You're
Yeah.
always gonna be taking money from somebody, right? Like, and there's no. I'm sure, yeah, there is a right price and a right value based on time and labor and all this stuff, but people don't think about that, especially when it comes to music and stuff, right? Because
Right.
music is free in a lot of cases, you know, or it's either it has to be absolutely free and available to everybody, or it's this like very exclusive thing, you know, like concerts and all that stuff, right? But how do you make that jump, or how do you? I would be completely fine if I could make whatever 60 80K a year, but I get to do, I feel like I can wake up every day and
Exactly.
apply myself,
Yeah.
put in 12 hours a day
Yeah.
and not fucking care, you know?
Right, right.
But when you're putting in 12 hours a day and you're not making any money, like it
Exactly.
gets hard. Like,
And what it is like as you're getting older and aging, then it's like, damn, yo, like we've been saying again on all these different pods that you guys have been listening to. Damn, McDonald's prices are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wait, that's how much it costs to buy a home?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's how much a car is? Oh, insurance? Gas? Oh shit. I don't have no benefits?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. You start looking at life different because like I could do the 60, 80K, be happy, blah 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 blah, but are other things gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
there are mans, so yeah, to make that 60 80K, you know, let's say I'm putting in 100% of my effort, so I'm tired, but it's rewarding in some way, but not as much, because I'm looking at somebody making 150K and they're putting in 50% of their effort a day. They're fucking napping at
works.
work,
That's how
you
it
know.
works,
yeah.
And then they have that time to actually spend with their fucking families and go on trips and blah blah blah, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's just those different life choices that, like, you know. And I'm
Journey-
not saying that those people don't. Obviously, there's like busy
Yeah.
periods and whatever, but for the most part, everybody's coasting. Who
Yeah.
has like a
Yeah.
you know, who
Yeah.
has like a good, safe, you know, secure job that they don't. That's not like their passion.
Yeah.
You know.
They're coasting. Yeah.
Yeah. Like on the walk, I don't know if I can't remember if I told you guys this, but at the last stop, you know, when that whole conversation happened and everything, we all I don't know why we did this. Man, we were drunk. Every man we were arguing about something and about money and shit like that. and every man busted out their bank account. I don't know why we did this shit.
Y'all all showed each other.
We
your
all
bank
showed each
account?
other our bank accounts and our savings.
Zach's loaded, isn't he?
Bro, Zach has money. They all have money except for me.
Yeah.
Right? Well, me and Jacob are probably the closest, but Jacob has a little bit of money. Saved up at least. He's like, my checking's weak, but my savings, I got a little bit of bread in there.
Yeah.
Find a little bit.
No, a couple K. A few Ks.
Okay.
I don't want to put man's business out
no,
there.
you don't have to tell
I'll put
me.
one man's business out there. Nemanja, because he's the richest one out of us.
we got, like-
He has the best job. Da 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 da
Yeah.
da. Dude has like, what was it, 60, 70K just in
Cash.
savings.
Cash, yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this is just one of the accounts. I'm like, nigga, what? One?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, and I have some investments and shit like
Yeah.
that. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da. And I'm just like, damn, can you imagine like just having almost 100K just chilling?
Yeah, yeah.
That you can just pick from time to time if you need to
Yeah.
for an emergency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's just crazy. But
yeah.
that's just the differences in people's lives and shit like that. Zach had the second most. Zach. Yeah. Because Zach just uses cash. He doesn't look at his account that much.
It's a crazy world to me.
Yeah, man.
God, the CRA is coming, bro.
Don't kill me.
How does 50% of your income not get taxed?
That's how it
That's
works,
like
man.
that's a cheat code job, bro.
That's
That's
just-
not even fair.
And that's why people stay in those jobs,
It's
bro.
fucking
They
ridiculous.
don't have to worry about shit like that.
Like 50, what's the percentage of income for tips for those guys? It's like 30, 40, 50%
Yeah.
almost, and like it's not even taxed. Like if you don't claim it,
Yeah.
that's like crazy. Imagine
chilling,
50% of your income is tax free.
Be lit.
And then if you get in,
insane.
you know, like investments, you know your shit, like how to save money and stuff. Like you know how much fucking money these people could save.
That shit
doing
beats
nothing,
any
bro. Like,
kind of benefit.
Yeah.
Tax free income,
Yeah, man.
because in theory that's something you can't avoid
yeah,
unless you're a drug dealer doing some illegal shit, or apparently a bartender.
Yeah. Or you live in fucking America and fucking like Florida or some
yeah,
shit and,
yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
and shit like that. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, man, I just want to be good, That's all. I just want to be good. I don't need all the money in the world. I just want to be good and just living an alright life and
Yeah.
having some privacy. That's it. But that's 30 for you. We'll see where things go.
30 is gonna be the lit years.
Yeah, no, 30. I'm as depressing as it sounds. I'm looking forward to it just because I recognize 30 is like, it's the new hot shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, and I feel like only 30-year-olds say this type of shit. But
Yeah,
It's the new 20s, bro. It's like you're still figuring shit out. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine, realistically. And you got, as much as you feel like you don't have time, you have a bit of time. Just as long as you don't waste it. I would say these next 10 years are very important.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are
Yeah.
vital. These are vital years for sure, where you definitely need to look at everything that you're doing, and make some big decisions for the future. If you didn't do that in your 20s,
Yeah.
I
I saw somebody, one of those like TikTok things where it was like some rich guy. He was saying, your 20s is about trying as much things as you can. Your 30s is about like finding that thing that you can make money off of. Your 40s is about making money.
Making
off
money,
Of it.
yeah.
And then your 50s and 60s is about
getting
like,
about is your 50s about getting 20-year-old hoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where's your wife at
And
that
suits
point?
and-
Is she gone, or you
We'll
divorced
figure
her
it
ass
out.
already, or
Yeah.
Maybe, or side things, stuff outside.
side things, eh?
Yeah, man. See how life is, I don't know. Anyways,
If we live long enough, we could just like call it quits at like 50, because like you're gonna live another 50 years, 100 years.
let's call it quits.
Yeah, just like, okay, well, just, like I'm not gonna be married to you for like 120 years.
All right, I'm off this.
Yeah.
So we'll get second half of my life, we'll find someone else.
Yeah.
I think you should put that in that should be a deal in your little wedding.
Yeah, in the vow. Yeah.
In the vows
Yeah,
or
yeah.
prenup,
Yeah.
whatever.
Instead
you
of
wanna
still
do.
death do us part, it's like, until,
Till 50
That's
is,
a long time away. When people start living to like 120, 30,
yeah.
you get married at like 30,
yeah.
and you're married until you're 130. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 years, bro. There's no way you're gonna live 100. Spend 100 years with the same person, and that's gonna still be like,
I know how
it's
those
gonna be
people-
still good.
I know majority of those people
bullshit.
are cheating and shit like that too. I'm like, so I'm like, I'm not
It's
even-
that or they're miserable.
yeah, you know?
Yeah.
And I would just hate to feel like that.
Yeah.
That's all.
I feel like most marriages past like 30, 40 years start to just be like, you're just here.
Yeah.
Like we're just here. Like I've lived with you for so long that it's just like, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, you're just here. You're not fucking anymore.
Yeah, I think that's what
You're
it
not
comes
going
down
on
to.
cute dates.
They're like, what else could I do at
There's
this point?
existing next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. man.
Because you live in the same place.
Yeah.
And once again, the great Kevin Samuels always say, you just need somebody, especially at those ages, those older ages, that's just there,
Yeah.
take care of you, or you take care of them.
Make sure you're
When
good.
when you're fucking dead, when you die or whatever, get somebody not find you 5 days later.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
Yeah.
There's stupid shit like that.
Someone to find you quick.
Yeah, someone
Not
will
like
find
you're
you
all
quick.
decaying.
Yeah. You don't want your fucking son coming to your house and knocking on your door and saying, oh, shit, what the hell's going on?
And you're just rotting.
You've been rotting
The-
for a week.
The cat's eating you, bro. The cat is eating
The
you.
cat hasn't been fed in forever, so it's starting to like eat your fingers and face. Like, you don't want that.
literally
you know?
what
That's
happened.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. You just want somebody to at least call the ambulance.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's what it is at that point, you know?
Oh man, we need to get back on that Kevin Samuel shit.
Yeah, I need to get
Do,
back on my
do
Kevin-
Apple
my Kevin
Watches
Samuels.
know when you die?
I don't. I'm pretty sure it probably can let you know.
Is there a
'Cause
thing?
It lets you know.
Rates your heartbeat, right?
Yeah, it lets you know
Will
you're
it, like call 911 when you're dying.
I don't know.
That'd be sick.
Or like when you got a heart attack or something?
If I
or-
fall, then it'll contact emergency services and shit like
How does
that.
it know if you fall? Like
If-
the impact is hard.
Yeah, the
enough?
impact if it's hard enough.
has to be like really hard.
I'll
So
see
if
if
you're
I
in a
can-
car accident,
No, I didn't even do it yet.
how hard do you have to?
You gotta fall hard. Like I've been
Only
at.
go 1, 3, 2, what?
Yeah, it'll say, "Did you fall? Do you need help?" And then you just say yes or no.
If you're in like, but you still need to hit yes or no.
But if you hit no, if you don't hit it, I'm sure it'll be all right. Well, I guess you need somebody. You know.
Yeah.
So if
But
you're in
yeah,
like a car accident, it'll call
yeah,
because of the impact.
yeah. And then it has your
That's
emergency contact. I set up my emergency contacts and all that
Right,
shit,
right.
just in case anything. Oh yeah, there you go. It looks like you've taken a fall. SOS emergency call, or I'm okay. Let me just say I'm okay. I fell, but I'm okay, and I did not fall. You know. So you're good.
You know, I called 911 by accident once, and like they actually picked up,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, "Hello," and I hung up.
This guy.
I was like, "Fuck!" Nothing happened. I thought they were gonna come over and shit. I was like, "No."
Have you ever?
was like-
I'd hate to reach into
Happened a few
the
years
past
ago.
trauma, but have you ever had to call 911?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I was in when my tire blew out on the fucking highway 2 years ago.
True.
I called 911.
Yeah, I remember I had to call.
That was the first time I
911.
called 911.
I remember the first time I called 911 was it was so dumb. I left work. I was working at Apple. I left work and I was walking to the station, and I don't know what this guy was on. It's just random guy. He was just beating up random people.
What?
He was just beating up. He was running around and just punching people like hard as fuck in the face. And he knocked out some lady, some old Filipino lady.
What?
Yeah, bro.
He knocked out some old Filipino.
Yeah,
lady.
people were like chasing him around the fucking parking
Holy
lot.
shit.
And he was just hitting people. He like pushed over like a kid, and the parents like, "What the fuck?" Da 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 da. So I was near the Filipino
was
lady
like-
that got hit.
Because possessed he was like
Yeah,
in GTA.
I don't
bro.
know. He was probably on some
Just-
drugs or something.
Obviously, yeah.
But I was near the Filipino lady that got hit, and I was just like, "Damn, I gotta call." I guess you know. So I called 911. I'm like, "Yo, I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but there's some dude dropping people at fucking Fairview Mall."
I almost spit up my beer, bro.
Like, there's some lady on the ground in front of me. If you guys could get somebody out here to help out.
EMS.
Yeah. They're like, "Okay, da da da, can you just repeat this?" It was just a weird experience. And I was just standing there observing all of it because the guy didn't pull up to me, so I was like,
He saw you and just said, "Nah."
Yeah, he's like, "Nah."
So he was coherent. Like,
Yeah.
he was picking easy targets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's knocking over kids.
He hit
and,
a kid and an old
yeah,
Filipino
an
lady.
old lady. He was hitting dudes as well, but like, pause from the back. It was just he hit like maybe like 7 people. I watched him hit like seven people.
He's just running around. Like,
Just running around. People are chasing him in the fucking lot. I was like, wow, this is crazy, bro. It was just a weird experience. It lasted like 4 or 5 minutes.
And a mental breakdown.
Yeah. And then he just went to the train. I
Did
was
you
like,
see what
he's
happened
gone.
when you called, or did you leave by then?
I left. Some guy was like, "Oh, yo, I got her." I was like, "All right, I'm off this," because I'm like, I don't want to be around when the police show up. So
Press charges.
yeah, I was off that. I just cut. But
That's
yeah,
assault, bro.
yeah, man.
Like multiple counts of assault.
Yeah, it was just so
Battery.
random.
It's battery.
It was so random.
Yeah.
But random shit like that just happens. You know what I mean? It's so fucking
I've never
random.
seen anything like that before.
Nah, I've seen some wild shit. Did I haven't said this on the podcast? I probably have. When I was what is that? City Hall? That's downtown, right?
By Queen and
Yeah, Queen.
Yeah.
This dude jumped out the fucking window. He was supposed to be getting arrested, and he jumped out the second story window. All you hear, I was waiting for the streetcar, the 501 or whatever it is. Or I'm waiting for the streetcar with Teresa, and we just hear a crash behind us. So we look back, and I see this dude fall out the window. Right? And
On the floor.
onto the ground.
Yeah.
And
How high?
everyone's screaming. Like I think it was the second story.
Okay, not that high.
Second story. This wasn't too bad. That's
High
why.
enough to fuck you up.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
he
not kill you.
got cut a little bit from the glass, but yeah, he jumps out the fucking window with handcuffs, lands on the ground, and he disappears. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
actually
Everyone's
got up.
looking. Yeah, he got up literally right after adrenaline. He just popped right up, and he's like running around, and he disappeared. I didn't see him,
Holy shit.
and then people are like, "What the fuck just happened? What the hell?" And then my streetcar pulls up, right? So my streetcar is there.
Yeah.
We get on. I'm waiting. And it's not moving for some reason because the cops are standing in front of it. Why did I see the guy walk onto the back and he's like,
In the streetcar.
blood all over him from the
in the
glass. He's
streetcar.
on the streetcar with a white tee and blood with his handcuffs. He's just like this.
Yo!
He just gets on and he's
That's
standing
scary,
there.
bro. That's scary.
Yeah, and then the cops hopped on both ends. Like, yo, get the fuck over here. And they grabbed him. And they took him right back inside.
Say a word.
It was so fucking crazy. Like, I just seen wild shit like that just randomly.
I haven't seen shit like that.
That whole thing lasted, again, another 5 minutes. I was just like, what the fuck?
You told the pod the story with you, me, and Zach at the back of the bus.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
With the heroin.
Shit like that.
With the
Yeah,
heroin.
yeah,
Like the needle flew.
yeah, yeah, bro.
Like almost flew. Flew into you, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was like, nah, man. I'm getting something tonight, man. I'm gonna get AIDS or something tonight because this is fucked up. And I'll never forget that. I'm like, we have to get off this bus. Because I'm like, yo, we have to get off the bus. And then we got off the bus. And like, what is it? Like 10 minutes later, we just see a bunch of ambulances and shit flying by.
Yeah, that guy OD'd, bro.
Yeah, he got OD'd on the fucking bus. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't know. Life is crazy. Life is crazy.
There's that one guy. He's like, "Yo, you dropped it." Like,
Oh, yeah. That was what pushed me over. I was like, all right.
yo,
I was like, all right, this guy's
Like-
picking up needles beside me right now.
he like picked up the needle. Yo, you dropped your needle.
I was like, all right, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Wasn't it
bro.
the guy that smelled like shit? in the
Yeah, he
front,
smelled like
too?
fucking cheeks, bro. It's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible.
Didn't shower in like a month, bro.
Fucking horrible.
Holy.
Yeah, it's just crazy shit that I've just seen sometimes. That just makes me think about life. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm happy not one of those people, you know? I always wonder, like, how do you get to that point? You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
I don't even want to know. You have to go through
I
some
can
real
imagine.
shit.
I can
Yeah.
imagine it happening pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You just get depressed and then like get a mental health illness.
Yeah.
And you do a couple
There's
of
a lot of shit
drugs.
that, like, you know,
lose your
out of your
job.
control, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you get fucked up as a kid and it's just...
Yeah, you
know,
get molested
can't,
as a kid.
Yeah.
You
You,
can't come back from it, you know?
you know, your
crazy
parents
to
kick
think.
you out the house.
Yeah.
Some shit. Your whole family dies. Something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know.
I don't know. I always wondered, how'd you get here? But I'm not going to ask you.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk by.
I can imagine how someone gets there.
Yeah. I can
Seeing
understand it
it's
to a
not
certain degree.
ridiculous concept, like,
Yeah.
and that it can happen to anyone
Yeah.
ultimately.
But, like,
But what?
why doesn't the government or just why isn't there things that I know that there are things
There
that-
are things, but
like
they don't help everybody.
yeah
It's not
it
the
can't
greatest
help, yeah
system.
why can't we like the worst cases
Yeah.
you know like why can't why isn't there help for that at all times?
I don't know.
Maybe
don't know.
you know there is and it's like you gotta find it or you gotta know
I
it.
actually I was on Reddit and some guy he was on like the Toronto subreddit and he was talking
Yeah.
about how he was homeless and he was basically saying he's basically saying that people don't understand a lot of the people that are experiencing homelessness
Yeah, yeah.
and they're addicts and this and that, and they're like, yeah, there's shelters and shit like that, but you got to understand that the shelters can only take so many people.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, you wait in line for the shelter, you finally get to the front, and they turn you away.
Yeah.
And you probably go to like 3 different spots, and you just say, fuck it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then you run into some dude that's doing some drugs. You say, hey, I had a horrible night. Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just all perspective on those things.
Yeah.
Anyways, basketball. All these deep shits.
Yeah.
Basketball's back. I don't know who just left. Who's that? It was an old lady or some shit?
I don't know. I wasn't. Yeah.
I swear somebody just got wheeled off or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh?
We're watching Phoenix versus Golden State right now. Phoenix is up. That's what I predicted would be happening anyways. Thing won, right? Nuggets won earlier?
Yeah. Just clap the
Boy,
Lakers.
Wiggins.
Clapped up the Lakers. So, yeah, basketball's back. Happy about this.
Yeah.
Any predicts? Any predictions for...
Whoa. I said
Yo, predicts is a regular word. Everybody says predicts, yo.
predicts.
Yeah, predicts, yo.
And he predicts.
Anybody pre and dicks? Yeah?
That's the way you said it, yo. You said pre-dick.
Any predicts, yo, for the
Predict.
season?
Pre-dick?
Who's gonna win?
Wait, what?
Who's winning the chip this year?
Toronto.
All right.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto's going to win, bro.
I can see Denver going
You know
back
what
to
I'm saying?
back.
Toronto.
That's a say. I think it's like it's Boston and Milwaukee's to lose, and just because Denver didn't get better technically,
Yeah.
they made the upgrades and
Curry.
but Denver, first game out, they're looking real solid. So
Yeah.
they have that. That's the thing when you add all these new players, it's still you don't know how it's gonna work. Like on paper, obviously Lillard and Giannis sounds crazy.
It's supposed to, yeah.
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 Or the Warriors. Just kidding.
Warriors are
Chris
not
Paul,
bad.
yeah, exactly. It's the same thing
Not
with
bad.
Chris Paul. I mean, even like they asked Steph Curry, how does Chris Paul fit on the team, and he said, or like with their offense, he says he does and he doesn't. He's got to they got to do something.
You got to
new.
figure it out.
Yeah, they got to do something new this year, which that's what they need because they didn't win last year, so they got to be better, right? The thing with Denver is just they have a solid team. The guys aren't they're not old aging out yet like Golden State and the Lakers are, right?
Yeah.
Where it's more of like for the Lakers and Golden State, it's kind of like a time crunch thing. Boston's young, Milwaukee's youngish with like Lillard has 2 years pretty much or 3 years. So they got to win at least one probably.
They got to
or else
they're not I don't think they're doing anything this year.
Yeah.
But you're with a team like that, you're supposed to do it next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Latest the third.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're supposed to lock something in with them.
Yeah.
So
And Boston's been kind of that team that not overrated, but like it's Boston. Like they're the fucking they're the villains of the league. They're like the most historic franchise in NBA, and like they have the crazy starting lineup now, and the East is theirs to lose. I think, and I don't want to see Boston in the finals, but if they aren't, then it's a failure.
then it's a failure.
Yeah, because the thing with them too is like Tatum's been on this kind of like borderline of like being considered one of the not like the faces of the NBA type thing, right? Like a top 3 type player.
Yeah.
And him and Jaylen Brown just got the biggest contract. He's making $60 million this year. So, wow. Now the pressure's really on. It's not them just 2 young boys that they drafted anymore who became all-stars. It's like now it's like you guys got to show.
How long they been in the league? A while now, right?
I think it's Tatum's like 5th year or 2019, 2018, something like that. Yeah.
Time flies because I remember when both of those guys just got drafted and shit. That's crazy.
Or maybe it might be more than
All right.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. With Boston, I agree. Yeah, it's just theirs to lose. They've been reasonably good
Yeah.
and progressing
Yeah.
slowly. So it's just whether or not this is the year. I don't know what they do next year though if it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be interesting. Definitely should be interesting. You were saying they're supposed to fucking retire Katie's jersey.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't see it in the.
Yeah, I didn't see any type of ceremony, so I was
Yeah.
like, thank God.
Yeah.
KD?
Yeah.
Oh.
Supposed to retire his jersey for the Warriors.
Why
Yeah.
would they do that?
Thank you.
How many years he played on them?
Thank you.
Fucking
Yeah,
like 2.
4, I think.
Yeah.
He won 2 rings.
He won 2
Okay,
rings,
okay.
which is
They were
understandable.
2 for 4. I think he went 2 for 4 because
And half of the time he was injured.
was it LeBron? LeBron
Nah, he
beat
was
him.
pretty healthy though.
LeBron
Was
beat
he?
him twice.
Yeah. Oh no, once.
Cleveland first.
Cleveland.
They won the first time that he came. Then we beat them.
Yeah, we beat them.
Ah,
We
fuck.
beat them. We
Yeah.
beat them.
That's
We beat
jokes.
them. We beat them.
I forget about this ring. I was,
was
I
one
was
of the
talking
years.
about it like it doesn't feel like our ring doesn't feel real anymore.
Doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Like that whole time period of
It's
like,
like forget it.
yeah,
I don't want to say I forget about it, but
Yeah.
it's like
yes,
still in
they
denial.
won. They won the first time he came. Then
Yeah, yeah.
Cleveland won. Then they won again, and then we beat them, and then
Yeah.
he cut.
yeah.
That's not a.
I don't see. I don't see.
That's not a historic fucking.
It's just weird to me because it's just like you have, and I don't even think anybody's jerseys right now that are playing ball on the court
Yeah,
Maybe
should be
exactly, yeah.
fucking.
Maybe Curry.
You could say Curry, but even then, I feel like you need to retire first.
Yeah.
Yes, like still
Yeah,
playing is
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
a weird
it's
move.
crazy,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
But
know what's
Curry,
up.
Like
Curry,
I don't
Curry
think
will likely
Yeah, that'll happen.
I don't
for-
think they did it in Cleveland, but like imagine LeBron, they like Cleveland retiring LeBron's jersey right now. It's
Yeah.
like the man's still playing, bro. Like
Yeah.
let him retire.
And that's
first.
also what I think. Hasn't he done that for
I don't
anybody
think.
else?
I don't think so.
Because I was even thinking too. I'm like, okay, for example, like Shaq, any of his jerseys retired? I don't think so.
Yeah, probably Lakers now. I don't.
I feel
know,
like
but
maybe
yeah.
a Lakers. I
Yeah.
don't think
Because he's got the statue. It's hard to keep up with this shit, bro. Like,
yeah. Let me
Unless
see.
unless we don't have any retired jerseys. I don't think.
Yeah. They shouldn't.
Vince? No.
Was
better
Carter retired?
I don't
No,
think so.
Vince doesn't need his fucking shit retired.
I don't know who would be on Toronto. Heck, I don't even want
Lowry.
to. I don't want to say Lowry. I really don't want to say Lowry, bro. But he's
Don't
like
go
the
there.
only man that would probably get it.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
DeRozan. No. So no one. It's, yeah, I
I'm
don't-
sure there'll be a petition.
we haven't had that type of player, yo. Like,
Yeah.
You know, all our legendary players never, weren't part of the championship team.
Yeah.
And then like the few that were, I wouldn't call them legends for some
Yeah.
reason. Like,
I
and
mean,
then
if Kawhi
Kawhi
stayed
was
for at least more than a year, then maybe we
maybe
could think about
Kawhi,
it.
maybe
Yeah.
like, but Kawhi
Yeah.
was there for 1 year, so it's
Yeah.
like, it's just like fucking yeah.
So yeah, Shaq he's got his retired by the Lakers and the Heat.
Yeah.
But
And
it
when?
was, Yeah, but it was years out. 2016.
Yeah, he's long time retired.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but
it's just-
KD's still playing.
I don't know what
That's-
type of politics are going on, but something weird is going on. It's just odd to me to have your jersey retired like that so soon.
Yeah.
You just cut,
Yeah.
and you haven't played proper. You haven't played proper in a
definitely
minute.
not a franchise player,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
he didn't even like.
You got him 2 chips.
You can't say
Contributed, I should say.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
say he carried the team and like
Mm-hmm.
he was the reason they won the chips, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah. Oh, it's tough. I don't know. It's weird.
like fuck.
If that's happening, congrats either
There's
way.
like-
I like to
there's
sound like
like-
I'm hating.
Clay Thompson was more valid for retiring a jersey
Yeah.
than him.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah. Draymond. I hate
Draymond
yeah.
might have been. Bro.
Draymond, yeah.
Draymond might even.
And Draymond specifically for getting KD technically on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Because that added to their success. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Kevin,
Yo, the other thing that
Kevin.
this is related to. Did you hear about Lil Baby? Or you see the Lil Baby shit? What the
yeah,
hell is that, bro?
that was dumb.
Yeah.
What's Lil
That
Baby
was
going on
dumb.
about now?
What is he going on about? You should have seen the way his head was moving.
Little baby?
Yeah, like Gawk, bro.
Little baby.
Little baby.
He was
I'm
gawking?
just saying it was Harden. Yeah.
Yo, that was
What?
Yo, that was crazy.
Yo.
I saw that shit
Yeah.
too.
Harden.
But that's because they had that one clip with them leaving the spot and he had like almost the same outfit on with the chains and everything. It was crazy.
Little baby's gawking too?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
No, it wasn't actually him. I saw the
It's
I
like
saw,
a deep fake.
I saw the actual video and I was like,
Bro, you
so-
know,
and I didn't want to see it.
Yeah, yeah,
By
yeah,
the way,
yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
you know, it's only a moment of time. I can't speak.
Yeah.
Matter of time when those types of videos start coming out and they're all deep fakes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised there isn't a Drake dick sucking video already.
There probably is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know there was that
With
one.
the voices too, like,
Yeah,
they
like-
can do the AI voice shit.
Yeah.
And it's,
yeah,
it's fucked.
how is that not like they're gonna find a gay porn clip
Yeah.
and just deep fake?
Yeah.
like Drake's face on some light skinned guy, and like it's a wrap.
With the
like
fucking-
Twitter's just gonna go off.
With the shit in his hair.
yeah. With the rainbow
Yeah,
clips.
the rainbow clips.
Yeah, everyone's
Going crazy,
everyone's
bro.
clowning him for that. Bro. Like, bro, you're 37. Why you?
Actually, before we get into this Gawk shit, oh, you know what? We're running out of time. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't think.
We'll come back.
Alright, I didn't think we'd do a 2-card
Yeah, I know.
session, but fuck. We're getting into the Gawk.
Lost and Talk.
Podcast.
All right, Kevin.
We
need-
need to bring
we-
the soundboard back.
We need the breakdown
I
on.
want to hit you with the oh.
Yeah.
We need the breakdown on Dwight Howard forcing a man
Yeah.
to put their dick in
In-
Dwight's mouth.
Yeah.
Until completion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Did they finish? We
I didn't read anything.
We're gonna say he finished.
Yeah. All
yeah.
I saw that.
What's the point then?
All I've seen was there was some court reports that included this story, and nobody even gave any context because I didn't really read what happened, what the court report was for. I guess it was for sexual assault or something,
Yeah,
maybe. But yeah, apparently he forced himself. How do you word that?
He forced
He raped
a
him.
man
Yeah,
his
exactly.
dick in his mouth.
Yeah,
He forced a man to
He sexually assaulted a man.
offer.
No, he didn't
fellatio.
offer.
yeah. He forced.
Why is this so hard to
He
word?
put a dick in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unconsensually.
Unconsensual.
Forced a cock in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, give me that cock, and he put it in his mouth.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, the only thing that Dwight Howard's camp has responded to is that
Don't cut that out of
the
context.
sex
by the way.
was consensual.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Wait. Sorry. The sex was what?
Consensual.
The sex was consensual.
Or the act was consensual.
Oh.
But I think they worded it as the sex was consensual.
Oh. But not the fellation?
Well, that's what I don't know. It's all very vague.
Wait,
It
the
wasn't
sex
him-
was consensual, but the fellation wasn't.
There was no. I mean, I didn't look. At it. I'm not,
He didn't read
I
into
didn't
the-
read- I didn't read into the finer details. I can, but
Yeah,
don't really
Kevin wasn't
We
down
need
here
to know. We
breaking
need
down
to
the
know.
article.
Was the fellation consensual or not?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, people. Dwight Howard admitted to sucking a cock.
He's a bottom.
He's probably a bottom.
Yeah, he's a bottom.
See, but this is the crazy thing is this is something that people have suspected and made
Yeah.
jokes for years, where that Dwight Howard's gay. If this is him coming out, and it's like something where he knew that this was a case that was going to be brought upon him, and he was like, let's let Twitter drown the noise of the sexual assault part out over the fact that he, with all the
That I'm
gay
gay.
jokes.
Yeah. What a bad way to come out.
Yeah. But if you think about it,
Should've
it's
just
like
No,
came
he's saying
out.
that's a good way though.
Is it?
because it's
Yeah.
it's covering up the sexual assault, right? Because
Yeah.
he knows that people don't give a shit about that part. All they care about is the sucking dick part, right? They don't care about the unconsensual part.
Yeah, that's what
They
he's
don't
saying.
care
Yeah.
about the assault. They just care about, oh, wow, he came out. Sorry, oh, he's gay officially.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like that's what everyone's focusing on.
Yeah.
Sure, from his
Because I'm
From a
trying
social
to find that. I remember
standpoint,
seeing,
sure.
like some court, like they had like the snippets of the court report. I can't even find that shit now. All I see is
They locked it off,
gifs
no?
and memes and
Yeah, it's working. It's working. That's what the problem
Oh,
is.
here it is. Okay. In the lawsuit, he said Howard told him he was into freaky sexual stuff and that he asked Harper, I think that's the victim, to send him explicit photos. In his response, Howard said he did exchange texts with Harper between May 2021 to July 2021, several of which included sexually explicit content such as video, photography, and videos. Came over to his house on July 19th, Howard admitted they went to his bedroom, removed their clothing, and engaged in consensual kissing. In his lawsuit, Harper claimed Howard surprised him by bringing out a man dressed as a woman. In his complaint, Harper said Howard wanted a threesome with Kitty, but he resisted. He said Kitty started performing oral sex on Howard. Harper was, I guess that's the man dressed
Kitty
as a
is the
woman,
man, yeah.
is that transgender.
Well, they just said man dressed as a
Man
woman.
just as
Oh, he's a cross dresser.
Yeah.
Sure,
Uh,
cool. So he wanted a threesome with the cross dresser and him and
yeah,
that guy
apparently, yeah.
that was
Harper
assaulted.
said he was uncomfortable and did not want to participate. He said Howard tried to touch his thigh and stroked his penis through his
Yeah.
underwear. Harper said he asked Howard to stop instead of listening. He claimed Howard told him he was going to do whatever, and he was going to like it. That's literally what you what you said is what he said.
Shit.
Yeah, defendant stood up. Howard, towering over Mr. Harper, grabbed Mr. Harper by the thighs, forcibly removed Mr. Harper's underwear, held Mr. Harper down, and performed non-consensual oral sex on him. He was in fear of imminent bodily harm when he was pinned down and forced to remain in place while the defendant continued to sexually assault him.
Okay.
Harper said Howard stopped performing the sexual act on him when he realized Harper wasn't enjoying it. The suit said Howard then ordered Harper to his bed. Harper said Kitty was having sex with Howard.
That's good.
Yeah.
I just had too many visuals in my mind. I visualized a lot of that, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Right.
just visualized a lot of gay sex. Nothing wrong with that, but just didn't need to do it on this Tuesday night.
So, in addition, Howard admitted that he touched Kitty and Harper, that it was all consensual activity, and he denied the sexual assault. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the first news we've heard, like you were saying, with Dwight and Dix.
Yeah.
Is the best way to put it, I guess. Ian's dead. This is not the first time.
Yeah.
Dwight got caught before with a transgender woman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. To each their own, you know.
Was it a couple times or just once? I can't remember. I feel like it might have been
I
twice.
feel like
or
they were
something.
dating or something.
Or was it dating? Something like
remember.
that.
Yeah.
Right? Something was
Yeah.
going on.
Right.
And it's been a few years since we've heard anything kind of going on with him. So this is
Yeah.
the first time I've heard this story.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that it just comes out in this case.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's just blatantly just admitting to it.
Yeah. Like, why did nobody hear about this trial? And, like, how
Yeah.
did man's
Yeah.
man's pulled up to a court? Like,
This whole time I thought he was playing ball in Taiwan.
that was 2021.
This court was
Playing
in
with
20.
balls.
He was still on the Lakers?
Sorry, the
Yeah, he was on
assault.
Lakers.
The
He's on the
assault.
Lakers sucking dick.
The assault happened in 2021.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's a while ago.
Yeah.
2021. Did they win? No, they didn't win.
Yo, that would be fucked.
They didn't win
bro.
the
Yeah.
ring that year. No, that was 2020.
Yeah.
Woo! So he's probably on a high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Well, Dwight.
Well, actually, does he have it? Because he was on Philly before that. Does he have a ring? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
With the...
Wait, does he have a ring?
Champion 2020. Oh yeah. Right. So he was on the Lakers, and then he was in Philly the next year, and then he came back to the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he has a ring, right? Or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, he got his ring.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do.
Does it say it on his Wikipedia already? Let's see. He has 5 children by 5 women.
Really? He has 5 children with 5 women.
He's
Yeah.
bisexual.
Yeah.
He's bisexual.
So this leans into my theory once again.
What?
Man's getting bored.
Man's getting bored.
Right.
You can make this money. You fucked all the bitches you wanted
Yeah.
to fuck.
Yeah.
Now it's time to try something else. Some
Experiment.
people try.
Trying to experiment.
The other thing with him too is he
Yeah.
was like a real.
probably
I
not
remember,
full-blown gay.
He was
Yeah,
like
he's
a real
probably
man
bi.
of God too. Like he was. I think he's like a pastor or something. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember like when he was coming up, he was like big. You know.
Yeah.
Reminds me of
real
somebody.
Christian.
Yeah, he's probably not full blown
Yeah.
homosexual. He's just probably bi.
It reminds me of a guy we know. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
To each their own. Yeah.
to each their own. Shouts out Dwight. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
So I guess what? This is not going to be no settlement. Then this is probably going to be. I don't know if he's going to go to jail for this.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They just said that he did. They denied it, and I don't know what happens when that stuff. Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Shouts out Dwight.
Yeah, no shame for what he's doing. Just the consent.
Consent.
The,
This is
the,
very
the
important.
consent stuff.
the
You
other
know, you
part,
got to
yeah,
do that.
Like you're
That's
getting all
about
these
it.
jokes thrown at you all these fucking
Yeah.
years. Why not just come out with it and then? I feel like it would
Yeah,
be.
bro.
We're
It
not.
wouldn't
We're
go
not.
away, but it would just kind of
It's not the first, and
He's-
you'd be the first NBA player to come out.
He's a strong black man. You know, there's this image.
Yeah,
he has to
I know.
uphold,
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
know.
I'll try to understand, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot easier, but I don't know.
Sorry, it's easier said than
I
done.
know there's
Yeah.
like there's different levels of
Yeah.
pressure for different
Yeah,
people.
you
And
know?
like I said, yeah, he's a man of God. Maybe his family would disown him or something. You know, like we don't know the ins and outs.
But if I had millions, I'm not worried about anybody disowning
Yeah.
me because I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm flying away.
And if you're admitting it in court, bro, like
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna come out at some point.
exactly. It's not one of those hush hush things.
Yeah.
There's openly gay players in the NBA, is there not? Can you name a few?
No,
I think there was.
So there's not many actually.
I know football. There was one,
Yeah, and he got like
and he's gone.
He was just gone basically, and
they-
it wasn't because of that, but you know, it's I'm sure
America-
there's still like a
yeah.
little bit of politics. Like
That's
I
unfortunate.
remember,
like Kaepernick.
yeah, it's a lot of that stuff is politics. You
Yeah.
know, like I
The
remember
NBA,
there was
sorry, the NFL seems probably more difficult.
there was a player who came out.
It's a little more like conservative over there.
He came out after his career was done,
Yeah, yeah.
but I think he was the first person to come out, and it was like about 10 years ago, I think. And then there was another guy. The fuck was his name?
Come out or already
I
be
can't remember
gay
if he
when
came
they got
out like when he
drafted.
was. It was like at the end of his career, or if he was still in the league. But I don't think there was anybody who like I don't remember there being a moment where like somebody came onto the court and there's like they made a note about it or even something like that. Like
Right,
it's still
right,
very
right.
yeah. It's
So
still very
actually,
hush-hush,
there isn't that many openly.
You
gay
find that
players.
more in the WNBA or women's
Yeah.
leagues, basically.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, of course.
Which is understandable.
yeah.
yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, you have women more on their masculine side over there.
Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like it's just a more like
Accepting and
accepting.
assuming.
I don't want to
Yeah, they're
stereotype,
like-
but like you
yeah.
know, so a lot of lesbians do are great at sports. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some of the greatest
They got
female.
that dog in them
Yeah.
A lot of
for all the dogs.
a lot of lesbians are great at sports.
Yeah.
You know, even the ones in my school. I remember being good at sports
Even the ones in my school.
when I was in high school. Like the girls that were openly gay
I feel
or
you.
bi or whatever.
No, yeah, I
they were
know. Some of those
actually
girls
good at
can
sports.
ball out,
They
bro.
were like playing rugby, stuffing,
Yeah.
yeah.
fucking stuffing mans, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
feel you.
fucking shit up.
Little baby.
So yeah, I don't know what happened there.
So it's just a fake video, basically,
Of him sucking a
of
dick?
some guy sucking a dick that
Yeah.
looked like Little Baby. And it was very obvious that it wasn't him.
Now,
because,
Lil Baby's been in some nonsense recently, bro.
yeah, and that's
He's
why.
just- he's
and
chilling,
it's,
bro.
it's just a pile of shit, yeah. It's
Like
just
the
a bunch of shit.
Krishan shit,
Yeah.
the Blueface shit, now this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Man's just
And it was
here.
very obvious it was fake because they covered up
Yeah.
the dude's face
Yeah.
in the video that you
Yeah,
initially see.
Yeah.
And you just see braids and like a chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it does. If you're just looking at the first glance, you be like, is that Little Baby?
Yeah.
You think for a second,
Yeah.
wait, that's Little Baby. But it's not. It was
Yeah.
some dude. I ended up accidentally seeing. Yes, it was an accident. Seeing the actual video without the censor.
Buddy.
No, that was not Dwight. Wait, how do I? How do I know? But no, yeah, it was just like, yeah, it's definitely not Little Baby. But yeah, Little Baby had to come out and say, "Yo, stop putting my name in this fucking
Yeah.
bullshit, bro. It's fucking nonsense." People are actually going off, which is fucking crazy to me. I don't know how people. A lot of people are obviously leaning into it for the memes and
Yeah.
for trolling and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
yeah.
if anybody actually believed that, you got to be kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
That's the. I was just showing some memes of like AD getting roasted, with AI imagery. But there's the good side of it, or it's maybe not the good side for AD, but like there's the good side of the good humor side of it, and then there's like gonna be the bad side humor of it, where these videos and the deep fakes and stuff are gonna be a little bit crazy.
Yeah. And they already are. They're
Yeah.
getting.
And it's not
crazy
even it's
now.
not even deep fake sometimes yet. Like you seen the one where it was like they were it was like LaMelo Ball got new grills, and it was like I can't remember. It was like a streamer, I think, like another celebrity who has like fucked up teeth. So they're like making fun of LaMelo, like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
Even remember when we thought that one picture of Selena was real? at the award show?
yeah.
That is just it's just crazy. What
Yeah.
the technology is able
That's
to do.
those ones are just like, why are you just like taking somebody who could look like that in real life and just making an image that's fake? Like.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Future's definitely gonna be interesting because you're gonna be able to fuck the celebrities you've always wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Realistically, well, not realistically, but virtually.
Yeah.
Through deep fakes and stuff like that.
yeah, they're
You're
really
gonna be able to
good.
buy that type of porn. We were talking about fucking Chromas being on the fan bus, and everybody's getting hyped for no reason because
Even
it's
though it's
just an
not a
interview.
video. We thought from the thumbnail you think, oh
Yeah.
shit, she's getting piped out.
Nah, she's
no.
not gonna get piped out, guys. If anything, she might maybe bust out a titty, but no, it's just an interview. It's not gonna be anything crazy.
I've only ever seen that
But
one
one
video
day
of her
we'll
sucking.
be able to get the AI shit.
I've only
deep
seen
fake
that
shit.
one video of her.
Yeah,
You know what the one I'm talking
yeah,
about?
with Adam 22.
Yeah, and she didn't even do anything.
She didn't do
She
nothing.
just titty fucked him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she just titty fucked him with her nipples covered up in pasties.
Yeah, she wasn't even like. Yeah, she,
I
like,
saw-
Jamal.
Bro, I'm online. I'm outside, bro.
Yeah, you outside for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Why was-
Shit. Because it's one of her boys.
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah,
everybody's like, no, that guy's. And it was easier for her to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Than that guy.
a regular dude, one of us.
Yeah.
Whack.
Anyways, that's a Lost Doc
There's so much
podcast.
potential there, bro. There's so much potential there.
Yeah, man. I don't know
Like,
why
she
she
could
just
be-
doesn't just do it.
She could be Pornhub's top 5,
You
bro.
really could.
She really
She
could be,
doesn't
bro.
make music still, right? Or-
Bro.
No.
Fuck Mia
She's
Khalifa,
in that.
bro.
She's in that Robin Hood show with director X.
I think she's in
Oh,
one
shit.
scene, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she's in that
People
show.
are mad at that too. Like, why are we giving
Yeah,
this girl
yeah,
opportunities like this?
People were cheese Director X.
They
Also, I don't
really-
even know if that's a good show.
Yeah, no, people. Yeah, people are hating on the show too.
It's not that good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah. Chroma's,
Yeah, nah, that's
Chroma's, just do what you got to do, man. I understand you're trying to be respectful to yourself and have some respect for
No.
your family and this and that. Throw it all away. You can make a lot better money. Just do the porn thing for a few years. You don't have to do it 2, 3 tops.
Yeah.
You get some good scenes in like Mia Khalifa, and then you're just a personality.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You call it a day.
Yeah, stop holding on to some, standard that you have. Or like,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You don't got, like...
We seen your.
We're never getting the Chroma's interview.
I don't want the Chroma's interview. I want the.
I
Chroma's
do! I
box.
do!
I don't even
know
know
how
I
many
want the
clicks-
box anymore. I
know
want
how
the
many-
mouth.
You know how many clicks we gonna get, bro?
I don't want the Chroma's interview at
The
all.
fuck were you talking about?
I know. It'd be so hard not to roast her to her
Nah,
face.
I wouldn't even roast her. I'd just be very disrespectful.
And then we'd have some ops on us in a minute. Like,
Nah, who?
she could call people.
I know her people. I'm not calling no people.
That's the thing now, right? With these podcasts, like just you get 2 people and they just roast each other the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like a guy and a girl
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, strip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strip it. And I hate those gender war things.
Yeah.
That's like Pearl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pearl Talks or whatever pod it's called.
Yeah.
Just Pearly Things
Just
or whatever.
pearly things or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate all of those.
I did watch a bit of her shit, but her stuff, she started getting too much. She was too much for me. She started like obviously just trying to offend people at this point.
Yeah. So
And saying like the craziest shit on Twitter, like so crazy. It's like, come on, you not even you believe this. Like, she was like wearing shirts that said women shouldn't vote, and like the crazy shit like that. It's like, okay, relax, man. That's too much, man. Like,
should they? I'm just joking. I'm joking. A little. It would cut down the weight for voting and
it's like, holy fuck. Like, she's trying to revert women back. Like, what she's saying, she's trying to revert them back to the way it was in like 1920, bro. Like, although it was a simpler time.
simpler times.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides the war and shit.
Yeah.
pretty
But I
chill.
mean, hey, bro, like if that was something that you
Yeah.
knew you needed to do as a boy, as a man, go out there when you're 16, bro.
If the world could be socially like the 20s, but have the technology of today with health and food, and I would love it. It'd be great.
You would.
And the rate and the rate
And the racism's gone,
racial
yeah.
and racism's gone.
It took over.
we might have a little doghouse in the back for ourselves.
Yeah, I like when this guy said that shit. All I'm seeing is fucking people getting sprayed down with fucking water in the streets, bro.
I actually completely forgot about that shit.
Yes, guy-
Naturally,
Don't kill me. Don't fucking kill me. It
Never
reminds me
mind.
of that.
never mind. Let's go to the 80s. The 80s was good.
The 80s is cool.
80s was good. Let's
80s
go
is
there.
pretty cool.
They were kind of.
They're probably pretty wild, though.
War on drugs was kinda
War on
crazy.
drugs, cocaine.
So,
a little wild.
so what's the best decade, man?
I think in the 90s, maybe early.
Every
2000s.
single decade is fucked. You got the 40s, the war. The 50s, more war.
90s, 2000s is
60s,
pretty
Cold
nice, yeah.
War.
Yeah.
70s was just weird as fuck. Drugs.
70s,
80s,
70s
war.
was fuck, but it was like
War on
Yeah.
drugs.
yeah, just
Sure,
be cool,
the hippie,
You know?
sure.
I say the 70s, then you go 90s, and then early 2000s.
Yeah.
90s is just whack.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know.
There's nothing but talent in the 90s.
I guess 90s might have been.
I think
maybe.
90s.
I think 90s had the right amount of technology too.
Right amount of technology. Everybody was talented. Anybody you saw on
It
TV
was
was
pre-internet
talented.
still, so
Yeah.
it wasn't really.
Yeah.
But the tech was fine.
Still had like email, internet,
yeah.
video games.
Video
I think I
games.
prefer that generation of consoles, to be honest. Like we were talking off the pod about like the future of
So it
games.
just
you
be
know,
like
and
NES.
I'm
Super
scared of the
Nintendo.
future of games, bro. I don't want the future of games to be just virtual reality. You know, I
Yeah.
still like, and that's gonna be us being old heads, being like,
Okay.
oh, back in my
90s.
day, you know?
90s is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I prefer the
90s.
fucking SNES.
Early
controller.
2000s
Yeah,
was
exactly,
alright
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
2010, early
that
2000.
transition from the 90s
Things
to
were
2000s.
the futuristic aspect of like phones, like the fucking flip phones or the that shit was cool.
2010
like,
and up, shit
with the
started getting
keyboards.
whack.
Yeah.
Woke culture started coming in.
Yeah.
Everyone started getting offended. You know,
Couldn't make
shit,
no jokes.
shit ended up being more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit got too real.
Yeah.
It's too real.
Gender
actually.
wars, race wars,
All wars.
all these things.
Too many wars.
Real wars.
What episode is this, yeah?
122.9.
129?
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
wrap it up.
That was a
Yep.
controversial ending there. Last 10 minutes. Holy shit.
Talked about a lot
we went
there.
through a lot of crazy shit. Bro.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And there's stuff that we're just skipping over.
Yeah.
Gotta cut everything.
Yep.
Just cancel.
Anyways, Lost in Talks, 129. This is 30. The Gawk. Lost in Gawk. Catch you guys in the next one.